as a job in the business first before I became part of the business. When I started as a job, my job description was sharing 25 questionnaires. In my first day, I did 38. So that's why I was ready, because I used to go out for evangelism. We go and share flyers, collect numbers. So when I saw that, I'm now doing it for money. I was like, okay, it makes sense. All right. So I did not just wake up when I started sharing 50 questionnaires. I started, when I wanted to design this questionnaire system, I started from 5 again. I did 5. After 5, I got to 10. My goal for sharing get 50 questionnaire was that I wanted to make sure that I can make 100,000 naira on my own. So how can I make 100,000 naira on my own? Right? How can I make 100,000 naira on my own? That was my goal. So I started by, I wanted to know how many questionnaires can I share to make 100,000 naira. So I know that I now got the level of sharing 50 daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, to make 100,000 naira. Doing it well though, having the right skill. So I started with 5. I did 5 Monday to Friday. Next week I got to 15. I didn't even do 10. I think I got straight to 15. Or did I do 10 and went straight to 25? I wanted to do it 5, but I skipped like 2 steps. After 25, I got to 35. After 35, I got to 50 immediately. I got to 40, then got to 50. All right, so I didn't just wake up one day. So remember, the skill was great. That 5 was helping me grow my skill. So don't just wake up one day. I've never done questionnaire. If I say what's going to do 50, you'll break down. I also say it in that video. Do not try to go and start doing 50 questionnaires in your day 1. You may not be able to do it, okay? So that you don't harm yourself. Somebody said, my question is, if we start the business for the first time, if we pay the money we are receiving, if we pay the money, are we receiving any products? Oh my goodness. ITO X15 Vision. First of all, can you change your name to your name? I am not supposed to respond to your question because your name is not your name, but for the sake of just other people who have heard me read out the question, every single time you pay, without, in fact, every money you pay in this business is to get a product, is to buy a product. There's no registration. You're going to get products worth even more than the money you paid. So yes, you get products for the money you pay. How do one get the bulletproof PDF? All you have to do is go to your upline and request for it, or go to your WhatsApp group and request for it. Just simply write, I need the PDF, I need the bulletproof, and in any group chat you're in, trust me, it will be sent almost immediately. How does someone run the business in a town we don't have any office? First of all, God has done it for you. Now, let me teach you something free of charge. Let me teach you something free of charge. Well, this is serious expo. Gold. If you're in a location where there's no other person, first of all, you have flow. What that means is, if you start building your business there, you only is going to do questionnaire. You pay for a hall of 50K, 80K, just the small side, and you get your leader, close your leader, come around the event. If the leader doesn't come, you play video, close people down, no sign up. You do it again, If you do it for 1 straight month, one day, 2 or 3 persons will join you. From that 2 or 3 persons, you can repeat this. I'm telling you what I did though. You can repeat this with anybody in that area. Here's what you should have in your head. If you're in a location where there's no other person, you can actually grow this business at a pace that is accommodating to you. If you're in a location where there is Nweke Samuel, there is Ambassador Taiwo, Ambassador Femi, Ambassador Vivi, Ambassador Debbie, in one location, you are in now because you can't even get any sign up there. So the fact that you're in a location where there's no other office, first of all, understand that it is a blessing. So your question should have been, how can one successfully set up an office? What are the requirements to set up an office? That's what your question should have been this morning. Because now that you have posted it, thank God you don't write your location. I would have simply asked you which location. Because if I also ask your location this morning, 2 days, 5 offices will open in your entire location. 2 days, that's what I'm telling you. Okay? So if how to run a business in a place where there's no office, your goal now should be, how do I become a leader so I can own an office and start building from this particular place? Okay? And it's a blessing. Trust me, you have no idea how much of a blessing that is. It's a blessing. So can you share questionnaire alone? Now, for the sake of what the system requires, do not share questionnaire alone, because I shared my questionnaire alone. I'm going to be very honest. I went out a lot of time with people, but most of the time I went alone. And let me tell you why. If I go out to share questionnaire with one, I have a target of doing 25 days today. If you go out with somebody, the reason for going out with somebody is for both of you to lean on each other. So when you guys go out, the rejection questionnaire, you guys know the rejection is much, right? It's very much. The rejection questionnaire is very, very much. So when I go out to share questionnaire, then when I go out with somebody, that's why I like going out with Nelson. So it was Nelson that was why Nelson was the one that would, now you go quit. So if a Nelson is not going, then I like going alone. Because if I go out with somebody, by the time I'll do like 50%, I've done 7. But to say, I have one dollar in the office, I need to go and close. Let me just go, I'm coming. You're not there because we will not hit our targets now. But the person say, my head is banging. Let me just go and rest in the office. I'll come back again. Now, by the time that happens, it demoralizes. It demoralizes you. Is it demoralizing? Christian is correct. He owns the house. He owns the English and owns the money. So that's your business. It will demoralize the person to the point that you just want to follow the person back. So before I follow you out of every of my own thing is agreement. If I follow you out, we agree that we're going to hit this number no matter what. That's why me and if I went out for questionnaire that day, we didn't hit our 50. The first time we came to Warri, we stayed outside until 8 p.m. 8 was in front of that hotel we were staying, where if you are passing or entering in and out, we're giving you questionnaire because we had a target to hit. So going out with somebody is the ideal way so that I can have an energy to depend on. But if the energy you're depending on cannot match your energy, your object cannot match your energy, I'm telling you what I did. I go alone because whenever I go alone, I must hit my targets. But you may not have the kind of conviction I have. You may not be sold out as much as I'm sold out. So if you go and try it alone, by the time the rejection will hit you, boss goes, are you alone? He hit you here as your first side. I don't want to hit you. I hit you. Then he hit you front and back. You may just be like, oh, nope, and go back. All right. So, but for someone like me, I was sold out. I mean, I'm sold out. So there's no rejection that can even affect it. It's not possible. Okay. The audio is my audio low? I don't think it's from my end. What is the 444 worksheet? Now it is called the 555 worksheet. Come, item 1516. Have you attended a quick start guide? Item S15, sorry. First of all, I'm going to say this again. Change your name to your name. Go to participants. You see your name up there. Click on your name. You see rename. Rename your name to your name. If I'm not going to answer your question again. Okay? I'm not going to answer your question again. Rename your name to your name. Then you ask your question again. What is the 444 worksheet? Now, it's now called the 555 worksheet. It's a hard copy where you monitor your business in your first and second level. What is the idea behind it? What's the purpose? Why do you need to do that? Now, most people, when they sponsor their first people and sponsor the second people, they have them in their DTC, but they don't even know who the people are. For example, I sponsored James, Mary, Abigail Adeleke, Tolo Ruleke, Suzanne, and Adeyemi. And they're going to sponsor 4 persons, and I don't even know who they are. So tomorrow, Mary Jane will be like, I want to quit the business. No wahala. If I have a soft copy, if I have a hard copy rather, of the 4 persons Mary sponsored, I don't need Mary. I'll just continue with them. My business will continue with those people. I don't even need Mary to be in the business again. Do you understand? So that's why you need to have. We call it the 444 worksheet. It's called the 555 worksheet now. So you have your first 5 people, and watch them sponsor that, and help them sponsor their own 5. Then observe their own, and also help them help their 5 sponsor their own 5 each. So that's called a 555 worksheet. It's called the 3 steps down. If you do this, you automatically become a Club 500 member on Amazon. Club 500 member on Amazon. If you're a man, Club 500 if you're a lady, on Amazon. So it's called the 555 worksheet. The idea is sponsor your first 5, help them sponsor their first 5, and also teach them how to help their people sponsor their own first 5. That's the idea. You can do that in 1 month. You actually can. Okay. I was selling the product ITEL 15. I'm not answering that question until you get your name changed. Okay. How to change your name is click on the participants. That page now, as you're looking at your screen, click on participants. You see your name. Click on that your name. You see rename. That you can change your name. But for the sake of this question, no, you are not selling the product. The products are meant for you to use. Some of us have paid but yet to collect our product. Okay. You find out why you have not gotten your product from, or your upline, or the person you paid from. And trust me, your products are available or may not be available. The company may have some back orders, but they will give you your products that are available and your receipt. So whenever the back orders are available, you'd always collect it. All right. Somebody said, when distributing questionnaire, do you prospect and distribute to a certain person or just distribute to anyone? Now, I have a questionnaire that you can go and watch. Go to YouTube, type how to share questionnaire. Nweke Samuel, you see the video. Just watch it. You have answers to all this thing. Personally, I only prospect youth. Before, personally, it's a personal thing. And why do I do that? What is the idea behind? What is the purpose? Because I was so particular about building leaders that I know that you cannot actually become a constant fixed millionaire without building this business for 4 straight years. You can become a millionaire within the next 4 years. I've had people in my team who became millionaires in 6 months. Gideon became a millionaire, started making over $1 million in 6 months. All right, and he's still a millionaire today. That was like almost 2 years ago. So making $1 million monthly is you can actually unlock that in 6 months. But I needed you who were even willing to, who even had that 4 years to sacrifice. For example, a lady who is 30 or who is 28, who is not married, in Nigeria, they automatically feel they are not married at 28, 29, 30, that their life is over. So 30 man sacrifice for it to be the business. They are thinking of marriage. That is like their priority one. So they are not focused. And anything you cannot focus on, you cannot actually build any tangible success in it. Trust me, you cannot. You can come here and make money. But the point here is not just to make money. The goal is freedom. So because the goal is freedom, you need to get to where the money is coming in constantly. So I need people who could do that 4 years of building that. After 4 years, they can begin a new project in their life. And they still have time to do whatever they want. Okay, that's the idea. So how do you manage those prospects that are not close to us? Maybe we prospect on Facebook and he's in Lagos, I'm in Akure. How you do that is something like Zoom, because the only thing you owe the person is the mentorship and making sure they grow. So if they are here and if they're in Lagos and you're in Akure, Akure, first of all, is not far. The question is, why did you sign up somebody in Lagos when you're in Akure? Number two, there's sell meeting like this going on Zoom. I mean, reaching you in Warri, you're in Akure, the person is in Lagos. Make sure the person attend the beginner sell meeting and do all the activities that will give them to do at the end of the sell meeting. So your goal is to call them, oh, have you read that bullet you say you should read? No, it's important you read it. It's important you read it. Okay. Tomorrow beginner sell meeting, you call them. No, log in. This one is important to just log in. Log in here, log in. You know this time, I told that we don't have time, it's only 30 minutes now. Just log in. So it's your job to properly make sure that they join the business. Okay. Now this one wrote textbook. So how do you manage those prospects that are not close? Okay. So how do you manage those prospects? Why would you do this now? Any more questions? Thanks for telling me how to check. Okay. All right. Okay. You're welcome, Elijah. You're welcome. So how do we? Sorry, please. What's the meaning of prospects? I never grabbed that one. Okay. Prospects are people who are not yet in your business. Prospects generally are prospective partners. Prospective partners. That means the idea is having people who can even be interested in what you're doing. For example, when somebody comes and attend your presentation, you recommend somebody. I recommended it to blah, 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 and the person, you call the person, says, and the person say, okay, would you be there? And the person say, yes, I'll be there. That person is not a prospective partner, it's a prospect. It's not a prospective partner. It's not a prospective partner. It's not a prospective business partner. So that person is your prospect. So if you go and give somebody a questionnaire, and the person say, okay, I failed it, that person is not a prospective partner. That person is not your prospect. All right, Elijah, that's what prospects mean, okay? That's what it means. Please, Emmanuel G, I'm seeing your private message. That one may not. You guys, if you don't entirely understand what this come and mentor meeting works. All right, so it's not what you think it is. No, it's not just this I'm doing right now. Trust me, it's even more than enough. If someone in abroad can run the person, if someone in abroad, can the person run the business successfully? Yes, I actually have a leader who have been in US for about a year now, over a year. That be running our business. Just like person have to have a higher level of commitment. That's just the difference. And most of the people's prospects should be people in Nigeria, or Nigerians out there also who have Nigerian accounts. All right. Is there any manual to know about the products and prescription for particular sickness? Yes, there is. Okay, Harris, can we also go to the group where you're in and ask, can I get the product PDF? It will be posted there immediately. Okay. How do you use the video to prospect? You are still in the beginners group. Do not do that yet. Okay. Do not do that yet. Do not do that yet. So how do you make a prospect who paid payment to balance up? There's a script called the follow-up script. Kindly request for the follow-up script in case you're somebody who, if it's your personal person, kindly do not call the person. Let your upline use the follow-up script and contact the person and get the person to complete this payment. Okay. If someone is not broken, the person, yes, I've answered that. So I think the time says, so can people abroad run this business since we are using Access Bank accounts? Every country have their own bank accounts. So some countries have their own bank. I'm telling you, it's you that I'm telling to focus in Nigeria. Every country have their own bank account. Okay. Nigeria is 200 million. My brother, we have not even passed one. We have even reached 1 million in La Buena Vida. Come on now. We have like 290 million to harness. Just finish with those at home so people can easily help. Okay. But there are other countries like Ghana have their own bank account, Kenya have their own bank account. I mean, Philippines have their own bank account, Qatar, Dubai have their own bank. When we're in Dubai, the office there in Dubai, they have their own bank account. So focus on those in Nigeria for now first, okay? You can do a presentation for my prospects. No, you cannot. You cannot do a presentation for your prospect. For you, but you need to get an accountability partner, or you can use a video. Yes, you can, but it's not a proper presentation. You can use a video. There's a script on how to just so request for the video and the script on how to do that. Then you connect to your leader to do a three-way call and close them. Okay, don't try to or connect them directly to accountability partner or a leader to help you run that. Don't try to do it for your people. Okay, how can a downline successfully run the business part-time? By running it part-time. By running it part-time. Part-time means that I can't give it my whole day. You know what full-time means? You know when you wake up and go to a job. Full-time means I wake up and come to this business as a job. Part-time is those who say I can't do it as a job. I have a job, but I want to do it part-time. It's possible. How many hours do you want to give to it part-time? 4 hours. What time to what time? 2 p.m. to this time. At that time in the morning, that's my own 1 hour. I do it to this time, I do it to this time. You can now work with them based on the time they've given to you, okay? So I spent about 2 months and done questionnaires and have booked about 200 people, but no sign-ups, only 4-part payments, and at this point, no more interested in the business. Okay, how will God win? First of all, agree first of all that the fault is you. That's the first blessing. Agree first of all that the fault is you. Now, you started a business. I would have loved to unmute you, but because of our time, I will not do that, but let me just help you. Started a business, and you're not a millionaire in 2 months, and I say I'm no longer interested in the business. No, think about it now. I don't know what you currently do, but I guarantee you're not a millionaire. 100. This is, I will even bet my life now. 100% you're not a millionaire. You don't earn millions monthly. But you just started a business and in 2 months. Now, let me also encourage you. I started this business and I started doing questionnaire almost immediately. In my first 3 months, I didn't connect one human being. In my first 3 months, not even one. If my first 3 months, I didn't connect one human being, and I built my business to the point of 5 million a month. Imagine if I had quit in that second month because I was not connected anymore. You even had 4-part payments. So first of all, understand that the fault is you. Your skill is not good yet. Your skill set is not good yet. So the question should be how do I increase my skill? That should have been your question. Okay. But again, if you're also not interested in the business again, I encourage you to kindly leave the business, even today. Okay. Don't waste any more time. I'm the one that I used to close people down on why they should quit the business. I don't know if they've told you. In fact, I encourage you to quit the business. Okay. I encourage you to quit the business. All right, that's my encouragement to you this morning. Now, I joined a bit late, about 10 minutes late. Did I miss much? Yes, you did. Can we ask our prospects to join beginners classes? Nope. Only when they pay money. Okay, only when they pay money. On a more serious note, you don't have any case. By the way, you don't have any case. It's easy. So that means how did you give the questionnaires? All right. Your question should have been: did I give the questionnaires well? How were the calls made? Were they called well? So what did I miss in the skill of giving us? That's the question you should have asked as somebody who wanted help, okay? But your question did not come as a point of somebody who wanted help. So I helped you, Shao, by telling you what you should do, by saying, okay, so how do I increase this skill to make it better? And also advise you on what you should do. So my help to you is your skill needs to be sharpened because you are using a blunt knife to try to cut down a tree. It's not going to work. But my advice now is kindly quit. Okay, if you reduce our numbers, it's easier to help more people because few people become millionaires and help everybody. We're not deputy Jesus Christ. Okay, so if you quit by yourself, God will not judge us. Yeah, if we're not helping you, God will judge us. But if you quit, you know how much I pray for people to quit this business. I'll be like, God, please, that one, let that one quit. God, let that one quit. But if you quit, I'll be like, God, shall you see? It's the person that quit. It's not me that abandoned the person who see it. Though. God shall show you are seeing it. But if you quit by yourself, it's easier. Or not have any headache. So what's the maximum days newly members accesses our products? Depending on your location, if you're in a place where we have a warehouse, it could come to you the next day. And the place who don't have a warehouse, at least 8 working days, okay? Or ask your leader in the office how long. Some offices do about 14 days because they will not just be billing only one product, they have to bill a lot, okay? So depending on the location where you are, so just find out from your leader how that can happen. If someone is participating in this 90-day challenge but doing other work, it's advisable to run the challenge, but via Facebook prospecting. Yes, you can also do that. Now, last question for the day. Who's going to get the last question? So I've spent, okay. Let me say I am new in the business. Then I went to another state to grow my business. Remember, I know nothing. Is it possible to call my leader to help me take the event, like telling them how it works? Yes, your leader can come and present for you if you do the due diligence. First of all, learn. So don't say, remember, I know nothing. Know something first. So notice, like, how do I set up an event? How do I put people in a hall? How do I do this? When you learn it, you can go to the location. If anybody that call a leader and say, I'm in a new location, I've been able to book 500 people for one hall. No leader will your leader will abandon his office event and come and run an event for you. Trust me on that particular one. Okay. Now, because of our time, I'll have to stop here. There's a whole lot of questions on the group chat, a whole lot. I'm up to 6, 7. Okay, I'm not the one wanting to quit. The people that have made partners that want to quit. Partner people want to quit. Quit what? Are they partners yet? I don't understand. People that have never put in the business want to quit. Please show them the door. Or please get your leader involved immediately. Don't show them the door. Get your leader involved. They don't know better, okay? So get your leader involved immediately, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, because of our time, I'll have to stop here. I hope I've been able to help some of you this morning. I hope I've been able to help you. Tell me if I helped you now or not. Oh, did I help you this morning? Have I been able to help you this morning? We're out of content, we're out of time, and we cannot do part